back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. To kick off the week, we got Smellington Piff Illinformed with the Owls. The track's called Breathe. Been excited for this one, man. I knew it was coming for a while, and when it dropped, I was in the middle of that whole 5 days of Christmas stuff. So I'm excited that I'm able to get on it now. And without further ado, man, gonna jump right in. See what they got for us.
We're 6 feet deep and pushing up flowers. This world is ours. The beach and the towers, the weeks and the hours, the sleeps and the showers. Good the company's bad, sweets with the sours. Cash ruins everything around me. The cream turns sour. So many men lose their mind with the power. The earth shall devour the weak, the run to cower. The strong shall inherit the earth. No struggle, but wisdom is strength out here.
Sorry, man. Whatever reason this. The keyboard doesn't want to work today. I love that, man. What Piff is saying right off the very beginning. It's like the world is ours, man. Take it for what it is. You take the good with the bad. It's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows, man. And it's kind of depends on what you do with those good times and bad. And I like the with the cash or the cream. Cash rolls everything around me, and then the cream goes sour. Get that men with power. I mean, you see that shit all the time, man. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, and nothing corrupts people and changes people for the worse than money, man. Like, we all know that shit. That ain't some kind of revelation that you cats didn't know, but you get these cats, man, and they get so much money that it's unfathomable amounts of money. Some people do good shit, but a lot of cats don't. But a lot more evil than good, that's for sure.
So many men lose their mind with the power. The earth shall devour the weak, the run to cower. The strong shall inherit the earth. No struggle, but wisdom is strength out here, not muscle. Stop trying to jack folk. You're getting blinded by the crack smoke. In a tsunami trying to backstroke. My love outweighs your hate. Some walk blind, I found my fate. Crowds react to the sounds I make. You don't come near to the grounds I break.
You see, we stuck up in these crazy times. People scared to speak up but not afraid of the signs. I see the evil that be feeding on the state of decline. I'll be rubbing these words together till this light bulb shines. Built with flaws.
Yo, man. BVA is spitting truth here, man. Far too many people just keep their mouth shut. Don't say shit. And that's exactly what they need to have happen in order for this to work the way they want it to work, man. Like, so many people just sit back and parrot everything that they hear on television or read in newspapers or whatever it is, man. And they just blindly believe that whatever comes out of somebody's mouth because they're on television, because they're standing in front of a podium, because they're whatever, that they've got our best interests at heart. And we've seen it before, and over these past couple of years, almost 3 years now, we've seen how many times we've been lied to, and meanwhile these companies just massive amounts of profit, and all these restrictions, all these rules that seem to work for, or seem to be opposed on some people and not other people. And what happens? Everyone fights among themselves, and they're there to eat up all the crumbs and all the profit and all that shit, all the stuff that's left in the wake when we're fighting each other. They're there making the profit off it. Fuck that.
Crazy times, people scared to speak up but not afraid of the signs. I see the evil that be feeding on the state of decline. I'll be rubbing these words together till this light bulb shines. Built with flaws, it's a fatal design. So I be staying behind until the job's done, forever refined. See a snake and try to pull out his spine and get a handful of cartilage. Still I put my heart on the line. I'm just a Pisces, telling you it's likely to meet cuts on your journey.
I like that wordplay, man. Tries to pull if he sees a snake, tries to pull out his spine, but all he gets is cartilage. I mean, that motherfucker, he ain't got no backbone. He ain't got no spine. Yeah, man. That's the thing. The snakes, man, they act tough. They do shit, but when it comes down to brass tacks, the most spineless, cowardly people you'd ever meet, because that's why they got to go behind your back. That's why they never come up to your face and say what they want to say to your face. They'll kiss your ass and then stab you when you turn around.
Built with flaws, it's a fatal design. So I be staying behind until the job's done, forever refined. See a snake and try to pull out his spine and get a handful of cartilage. Still I put my heart on the line. I'm just a Pisces, telling you it's likely to meet cuts on your journey. Greet 'em with the back that's spiky. I ain't working on my image, put images to the thoughts like Spike Lee. Had faith in what some people might be. It's all in the psyche, positive mind state. I'm stamping on their head while I tell them their life's great. This world's a gift, your name's written on the box, simple really. Don't say it isn't when it's not.
The world is mine, I read it on the blimp. Carried it for time on my shoulders, now I got a limp. It's hard to think positive, we attract the opposite. I'm sick of all these people telling me that they can't get there. You involve yourself with yes men. Some mistakes you make, you're never gonna second guess them. Ask myself the question, I did it in many ways.
Man, we've talked about that before, right? Surrounding yourself with a bunch of yes men doesn't help you at all. Because he's, like Leafy's saying, man, like, you surround yourself with a bunch of yes men, you don't grow, right? All you keep doing is being told how great you are. And, because, I mean, most likely because they think it's going to benefit them. And there are some people who are perhaps ignorant to what, say, we'll use music, ignorant to what real good music is, and they just are excited that they have a friend in their friend group who can spit a verse or make a dope beat, and all they do is talk about how they're the GOAT and all that kind of shit, rather than encouraging them to grow and giving them positive feedback or whatever. They just keep making this guy feel like, because hey man, I met a cat who, the dude had talent coming, like young cat, man, ton of talent, but the shit he was rhyming about coming from this small town just didn't mesh, right? He sounded dope doing it, but it didn't mesh. And when I met him and I talked to him about it, and just basically telling him, I was like, I can really see you going places if you stop talking about this shit, which, I mean, you live in this small town with 30,000. None of it makes any sense. Nobody buys that shit. And him and his friends basically told me to fuck off because he's a GOAT and all kind of, well, that was 10 years ago, and I never heard from him again. So I'm not saying if he listened to me, he would have blown up. But what I'm saying is being surrounded by a bunch of people saying that you're the best to ever do it. Meanwhile, you come from a small town and you only listen to those people, not the people who actually want you to do better. Anyway, man, I went a little bit sideways like I do at times. But Leafy just had me thinking there, man. Like, yeah, get in a room where you're not the smartest person and where you can learn from cats, man. And if you're somewhere where you're the smartest person and you can't learn from somebody, then you're in the wrong room, man. Find some cats you can learn from. Find some cats that'll push you and make you want to be better, make you be better, and not settle. Like, do you think these guys sit around in a room and let them get off handing in some half-ass verse? Or no, man, they pushed each other. They all want to be great, and they all help each other to be great. That's what you need.
For these people telling me that they can't get there, you involve yourself with yes men. Some mistakes you make, you're never gonna second guess them. Ask myself the question, I did it in many ways. The siren's still tempting place, I'm messing up on the stage. Used to read the signs and think I'm meant to stay. Keep an open mind, ain't trying to cement my ways. Yo, we judgmentals, we should break the word down. We should judge the actions, cause the movements ain't sound. Think about it, there's poison in the well, you let me drink about it. That's why I doubt it. It's all a game, don't think it isn't. That snake culture in your family is the reason you ain't risen.
Tectonic plates reshape, and every day we take another step closer to the fate that waits in the wings. Never really stayed for the soiree, cause I was only there for the business. Which is strange, cause that's not in my characteristics. But shit has changed. Amateur mystics, predictions were way off. It's not really working for me. Take a day off or just get laid off forever. They were ducking stray shots in the terror. So lifted like flake off the mirror. Inhaled by another world so distant. But I'm not known to poke my nose in your business. Danger in the air and they sniffed it. Trying to see the signs but they're cryptic. Trying to walk that line but it's twisted. Did they want to see you shine or eclipse it?
The world's spinning like my mind is. Astral traveling, clocking up my mileage. Globalist agendas fucking with our lives, kid. We consent through acquiescence while you silent. You gotta stand and rise. If you ain't down to ride, you better lie down. Goodbye, clown. It's do or die now. If you're talking about a future vision, you can't use a euphemism. Talking about transhumanism, son, I'll be a multicellular organism. Why the hell you trying to force me in this system? It's uncomfortable to wake up. Now many nights I stayed up late, trying to educate and elevate my way up. Mate, I don't hate.
Yo, man, it's so true, right? Like, the fact that each individual thing on this planet is its own thing, man. Like, break it down to an easy friggin' way. You have two peaches in the same basket, and those two things are going to taste different. Every single thing, man, is its own thing. Yet we get these boxes, we create these boxes and expect everybody to fit the same box. And it just doesn't work, man. You see it in the school, you see it in jobs, you're seeing it right now with a lot of this getting, like, a lot of the hybrid work, getting people to come back to offices full time after allowing them to work from home for 2 years. Like, we're not meant, man. I've been back to work, and since I've been back into work with the fluorescent lights and shit, I've been struggling so much with migraines, man. And I hadn't had them at all since I've been away. I shouldn't say maybe I've had one or two over 2 years. And now that I've been back in the office more under the fluorescent lights, every week, man. Every week that I've been back, I've had migraines at least once that last 2 to 3 days. And I mean, we're not meant to be in those cubicles with the fluorescent lights staring into these screens, but we expect everyone to fit in these boxes, man. And then worst case than that is you see a lot of the shit that's like he's talking about. It's this. It's Elon Musk putting that neural link in your head in order for us to continue to compete with AI, because that's getting to a point where that's, I mean, it was scary before, but it's going to get to the point where, fuck, I don't even want to go there, but hey, he's going about it the right way, man. Like, I mean, he said he's moved out, not in this track, but he's talking about moving out of the country, fresh air, raising his kids away from the madness, man. I mean, I felt it when I went over to the UK and I compare Manchester and Bristol, the time I had there, and when I went to London, I had a good time in London, but it was different. It was a completely different place, man. Saw nobody smiling. Everybody had the same. It was the same thing like when I visit Toronto. Same big city, making money, number one priority, not pissing off the boss, trying to stay in that box they've given you. And just do your job and not get noticed for the wrong reasons. And you see these miserable people, man, just going about their friggin' zombie, and none of them look happy. And even Jake, man, we stepped off the train and Jake was looking at me and he's like, "Can you feel that?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I felt it immediately. Immediately felt the difference." I don't know where I'm going with that. Hey, let's keep going.
Trying to educate and elevate my way up. Mate, I don't hate, I appreciate. That's why my soul don't appreciate. We must eliminate evil like Pizzagate. Going on savage to them fork-tongued snakes in the grass. Mate, they're getting parted straight up war. The 4 hours. Smellington Piff in a mother-ucking building, son. Illinformed on the beat. Forever, gang. Forever, ever, gang. On that
Infinity Flex.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy with this track. I mean, you know how much I love the Owls, man. I love Piff and I love Bill. They're like god level production, and he does it here, man. This is Bill in his lane and Ill-Informed. This is what he does, right? This is his thing, and all these cats together, six come together, form like Voltron, all that shit. Absolutely love it, man. It's a cool track, really good messages in that for me, and really enjoyed it. It was cool, man. I'm hoping that I can get listening to this album now because I'm putting it off. I'm waiting for this track. Piff had told me it was coming, so and the animation was cool too, man. Coming all together like UK music always does, man. They always deliver every aspect of the whole thing. But thanks for being here, man. Start of the week. I have some great things coming, man. I don't know if you saw it, but I was I'm gonna say it because he said it. I'm gonna say it. He said it, so I'm gonna say it. Gonna have Jam on the channel, man. I'm gonna have him here for an interview. He approached me about it, talked about it on one of his lives. He's saying he's going on. So hey, something to look forward, man. 2023, I have something coming down the pipe. I want to be working with Phoenix. He's got something going on with Bad Bones, trying to get something together, man. Just keep it growing, man. Keep the community growing. Keep the eyes going on UK hip hop, and just keep the love, man. Keep that shit growing. Keep getting bigger. Fertilize that shit, man. And I think 2023 is going to be huge, not only for the channel, not only for you, but I honestly think it's going to be huge for UK hip hop. I think it's going to enter a new renaissance, man. I can feel it. I'm looking forward to getting back over there. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. I love you cats, and make sure you support these guys any way you can. Stream it, buy it. Doesn't have to cost you a penny. Just show them some love, man, because they do for us as much as they do for them. Until next time, stay safe. Be good to each other.